I am connecting with a Pisces who has been through hell. This Pisces has been ripped apart, dragged, vanquished, destroyed. I'm connecting with a Pisces who potentially has interest in animation, werewolves, really interesting gameplay, comics, video games, warrior spirit, but more so fighting and vanquishing. I want to talk about vanquishing so much, and I want to talk about the kitsune. This is very personal and very specific. Nothing is giving me this in the cards. In the pre-shuffle, this is vision. We're talking about werewolves. You might like the TV series Teen Wolf, or relate to those ideologies of the werewolf, the alpha in the pack. I'm connecting with a strong Pisces who is the alpha but has been at war. I'm getting visions of Twilight as well, when the werewolves have to take on the vampires. And I'm looking at an alpha who has been at war. Let's deep dive. First card out, Seven of Swords. Straight away, I know that there is a very serious, challenging observation that Pisces has made. It's been something you've observed with the Ten of Pentacles about you, your life, your future, where you want to go and what you want to do. Also, I want to say versus what other people want for you, versus your reality, your colleagues, your family and friends, your team members. There's discrepancy in the text, I want to say. When I say discrepancy in the text, I'm talking about things that are not clear, not adding up, not making sense. People are lying. These lies are really showing who the alpha is. Back of the mind, Emperor. Front of the mind, the Queen of Cups. Wow. In the pre-shuffles, the Venus card came out, which spoke to me about love, a deep, intimate, loving connection. I dismissed it because I already had 3. And the 3 oracle cards out are incredibly heavy, talking about war, and they're giving me real animation vibes, right? Which took me on a journey through Teen Wolf and Vampire Diaries and those kind of movies and TV shows. But now, in the front of the mind, with the Queen of Cups, with what I've just said, with the Seven of Swords, covered by the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor in the back of the mind, this is a very interesting situation involving another human being. A sentimental, loving feminine. Could be a masculine with real emotional traits who could be being judged for their or be emasculated, if that's the right word. But it could be a feminine who the Pisces has so much love for, who is being targeted. But also it could be you, Pisces, who is now a target to all of this lies and deceit, because someone here is the alpha. And the alpha has been playing, listen to the vision I just got. You know, when gangsters in real crime movies, they have someone sit at the Godfather table and they let the group come in, whoever's trying to sell a product, whoever's coming in, the real alpha, the real gangster, the real mob boss isn't sitting at the table in the suit with the watch and the bling, smoking. They're in the shadows in the back with the other people that no one seems to acknowledge because the lights are dimmed. The person at the desk, the person at the table who's doing the talking and the negotiations, they are not alpha. They have never been alpha, but they've been playing alpha. The whole time, the alpha's in the back fighting the truest demons you have ever seen in your life. If that resonates, hit the like, share more in the comments. Very specific vision I got there. In the past, there was a lot of emotions that have come up in you, in this person, in a collective, in a social group. If this involves others, this could have been about death, someone passing away, or something coming to an end. It's really triggered a lot of people. As a result, King of Cups is out. I am looking at a pair. King and Queen of Cups. Lovers. Business partners. Associates. Those who are truly aligned and working in cahoots together, I want to say. These two are in cahoots. Yeah? But one is the alpha and the other's just been playing alpha, potentially lying. Now, healing has had to come in with the Star card and the Empress because there has been such heavy emotions because of whatever's happened that healing has had to come in and move through all of this. Pisces, you're still presenting as a witness, as an observer to all of this that's gone on. Tower moment coming out next, followed by the Eight of Swords. Now we're getting to your energy and what's coming next, okay? Let's deep dive, because the truth of the matter is, mainly, you've been observing this incident. You've been observing this situation. There's a relationship dynamic, two people, runner, chaser, if this is divine feminine, divine masculine dynamic, twin flame journey. But either way, or something toxic, could be beef, war, drama, fighting, hood shit, like hood rat shit, if we want to say it like that even, because the truth of the matter is, for me to use gangster, gang related shit, because and corruption and gang, white collar crime's a thing, let's just say that too. Yeah, that's the point. And my voice is cracking intently in this reading as well. So you could be having throat chakra blockages, because I feel a lot of blue here, and I feel like people would rather me not speak up. So when the alpha speaks, no one wants to hear what the alpha really has to say. They're more comfortable listening to the fake alpha, because the fake alpha doesn't really exude the power. So everyone feels more comfortable. You know, when you're a real power player in the room, you're intimidated. Imagine being in the room with Elon Musk. How are you going to feel? Yeah? When the CEO's in the room, how do other people behave? Yeah? When you're a real power player in this space, people treat you differently. You're in the room with the king. You're in the room with the queen. Versus being in the room with the assistant or the PA. You move different, you act different, you speak different. Because most people are programmed to behave in conformist ways, or to look at people through a hierarchy structure. And that is what's occurred here in this situation. To clarify what's going on here, as my throat chakra is cracking on the line with you right now, do not let anyone block your throat chakra. Speak your truth, stand in your power, and keep speaking. What I see here coming out to clarify this situation is you've tried to speak on something. You or someone else has tried to speak on something really, really important, but you've been tangled up in a really nasty, narcissistic, toxic web of lies and deceit with someone who is playing alpha, acting like they're alpha when they are really not. It was a really close call, because you nearly signed a deal, developed a contract, went in with someone on something that was not genuine. And there's a person here flaunting, going above and beyond to act this way, give off this energy as if they've really got something to give. But the truth of the matter is, they don't. They don't. Because someone here has been stabbed in the back. Someone here who is sitting pretty, out of the way, minding their business, has the answers, is the true Lord in this situation. Yeah? I'm getting Lord Disick in my head. So, you know, when he's walking around with a stick, is Lord Disick energy. Like, because the image in the card is someone who's just looking fabulous in their power. Very quiet, very still, very out of the way. The main characters are taking centre stage, but they're not even the main characters in the story. It's like Lord Scott Disick versus the Kardashians. He's just a side character in this, supposedly. But the truth of the matter is, there's more to the story than you could ever imagine. So someone's playing down somebody else's role or character or potential, potentially yours. Or you're witnessing this. I feel like you're the observer, Pisces. But if you are the observer, why is it so important for it to show up in the reading today? Because when I do readings, I like it to really show up strong, where we give you what you need. So do you really need to know and get confirmation today about what you've observed and what you've been seeing? Because if that is the case, then the clarity I'll give you today is you've been seeing very clearly that someone claiming to be alpha hasn't been alpha. And the alpha's in the back. Someone's been attacked, vindicated, finally, but targeted and abused before that, which has affected you in major ways, violated someone else in major ways. I see struggle, depression, upset, war, arguments. I see a lot of animation, a lot of anime as well, interestingly enough. A lot of arguments, a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment. We're going to go in with the final clarification. Feel free to hit the like if you do resonate. Please do share more in the comments, okay? Seven of Swords, yep, someone out here flexing. King of Wands, acting like they are more than they are, really showing up, like literally potentially flexing their muscles, but really showing up as, I am this person, I am this person. They rushed forward. Knight of Wands, I am this person, I am this person, it's me, it's me. This is giving me Satoshi Nakamoto vibes. This is giving me someone pretending to be Satoshi. That's like Craig Wright pretending to be Satoshi. He's not Satoshi, but he went all the way to court and capped and lied, and he made loads of people invest their money into a BSV, a coin that he claimed was the true Satoshi coin, and then literally he defrauded a whole load of people. Basically rug pulled everyone in an unconventional way, because that's not normally how you rug pull someone. Sorry guys, if you don't know about trading and crypto, you won't understand this conversation, but we're talking about fraud. I did say white collar crime, didn't I? Did speak about someone in a suit, didn't I? Yeah. We're looking at someone who's claiming to be someone they're not. Claiming to be Satoshi is the biggest insult you could ever do. Yeah? So it's disgusting, because if someone's going to come forward and go, I'm Satoshi, it's me, but I lost the keys, you're going to want to believe them, because you've got to think there's no one stupid enough on the planet to really make up a lie like that. You've got to be really fucking sick and twisted in your mind to tell the whole wide world that you are Satoshi Nakamoto, and that the coin that you have, separate to BTC, is the real coin. And then have loads of people put millions of pounds and dollars into a currency that isn't even genuine. That's fucked up. Yeah? And that's the story I'm getting here. Back of the mind, Emperor, Knight of Swords. Front of mind, Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's been fighting, there's been disagreements, there's been a lot of emotional upset, because if you've been defrauded, if you've lost all of your money, if things have gone wrong, if someone's died, if things have collapsed, because I got death energy, yeah? And I got gangster energy, so wherever you want to go with that, take that. And there's a rebirth needed in regards to you owning your emotions, or them owning their emotions. Someone needs to just come forward with their true self and just own every aspect of what they've been through and what's gone on to heal this situation. So there looks like there's a really important conversation that needs to be had. I haven't got any movement cards here that are heavy in the front of the mind. I've got resistance everywhere. I haven't got Eight of Wands to confirm that. I've got Knight of Swords, which is a rushing forward. So in the back of the mind, someone rushing forward claiming to be someone they're not. But I see the Empress, the true leader here, the true disciple, the true creator in hermit mode, but protecting themselves from the toxicity. And then I do see Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning coming. Eight of Swords, a new beginning coming. A new beginning coming that is full of sun and Ace of Wands. Gorgeous. They're the two happiest cards in the deck for me. These are two of my favourite cards. The Sun card and the Ace of Wands. That's absolute sun, brightness, joy, happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction. But that's new. With the Ace of Wands, that's a new beginning. Following that, Three of Cups. Wow. Pisces, you're coming out with some shit. Some really toxic shit. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups coming out with that as well. Page of Cups, yeah? Looks like there could be apologies slowly coming in, or you learning to forgive. Because I always encourage people, don't wait for an apology. Most of these people in this world, it's hard to find the good ones. I tell you that. I'm not going to be too negative, but it's hard to find the good people. So don't you hold out hope for someone to come back in towards you and apologize. And don't you hold out hope for someone to change, because most people never will. But what you can do is you can learn to forgive and heal and find that resolution inside of you and then move forward. Someone's a liar, someone's toxic, someone's been really, really deceitful, someone's been playing God when they're not God at all. Someone's really toxic, someone's out in the cold, someone's hiding the truth, someone is cold and icy, but it looks like this person is cold and icy for a valid reason. And whoever delivered this wound, this heartache, this pain, this burden, this struggle to you or the other person who's innocent in all of this will pay the price for it. Karma's coming. And it looks heavy. Hope that finds you well, Pisces. Check out the other content on the channel and all the other channels featured at the top of the page. And I'll be back soon with more. Love and light.